Roman Reigns going for a Superman punch, but Seth Rollins moves out of harm's way, and Reigns takes out the referee, and we see the new member of Evolution 2.0. Seth Rollins is a new faction, and Big Bronson Reed, as he decimates Roman Reigns with a tsunami while the referee is wiped out, drags CM Punk into the ring. He goes to the top turnbuckle and dives to the outside in a CM Punk of a tsunami. He's helping out Bron Breaker and Seth Rollins to pick up the victory as Rollins in the ring takes out Roman Reigns with a stomp. And then CM Punk is wiped on the outside of the ring, but he's going to get up to his feet. But he gets taken out with a gut-breaking spear. CM Punk can't catch a break from the unpredictable badass Bron Breaker as he sends him back into the ring. And then Rollins takes Punk out with a stomp. He sees Reigns getting back up to his feet, getting him with a knee, and then sends him to the outside of the ring. Then he covers CM Punk. Referee Charles Robinson is back up onto his feet to count the 3 counts, and Seth Rollins and Bron Breaker pick up the victory. Evolution 2.0 come out on a win tonight. But the damage is not done just yet. Bronson Reed wants to make a statement to the locker room that this new member is a game changer, a business changer for this company for years to come, as he put both Reigns and CM Punk through different announcers' table, and then gets them back into the ring to hit them with tsunamis. But not one tsunami, not 2 tsunamis. He's going to hit 3 tsunamis into Roman Reigns. And he wants the camera to see Roman Reigns vomiting in blood, just like he did Seth Rollins several months ago. But why is he with Seth Rollins right now? Who knows? Mikey answers next night after this show, as he's decimating CM Punk with tsunamis, just like he did Roman Reigns right now. There's 2 tsunamis. I don't think he's going to go easy like that. Oh, he is. And he making the camera look at CM Punk vomiting in blood. This is a crime scene. This is a massacre. My Big Bronson Reed and Evolution 2.0 are happy about this. And we're here on the Raw after Backlash where Seth Rollins is cutting a promo. I know you people have a lot of questions on what happened at Backlash. I have answers. Why did Bronson Reed appear? The man that injured me last August, putting me out for several weeks, I recruited him. Why? Because I know the pain of the tsunamis as Ozzy can put into the ribs. He injured and took out both Roman and Punk, just like he did to me, making them vomit blood. That's not the only reason why, though. The other reason is because Punk and Roman are the reasons for Bronson Reed's injury. Bronson still hasn't recovered from that injury, by the way. If Punk never moved Roman out of the way of a tsunami from the top of the cage at War Games, Bronson Reed would have never been injured. Bronson went out of his way to come back still injured for revenge on Punk and Roman getting them injured. He's not 100%, so you won't be seeing him in any matches anytime soon. We will be back later tonight for Bron Breaker's Money in the Bank qualifying match, and then mine next week. And by the way, this is all best for business. We're here in the main event of Monday Night Raw, where it's Bron Breaker taking on Sami Zayn. And this is an entrance very similar to an entrance that Triple H, Batista, Randy Orton, and Ric Flair would do in the days of Evolution. And this match isn't fair for Sami Zayn at all, as Evolution 2.0 are helping out Bron Breaker to get some attacks on Sami Zayn, as Sami Zayn can't lay a single strike onto Bron Breaker. At the closing moments of the match, Paul Heyman exposes a top turnbuckle, and then Sami Zayn will be put into, but no, he fights out of it with some elbows into Bron Breaker, and then Sami Zayn will put Bron Breaker spine first into the exposed turnbuckle as he backs up, ready to go for a haluva kick, but no, Breaker moves and Sami Zayn hits the exposed turnbuckle with his knee. He's hurting bad as Breaker launches off the ropes and takes him out with a rib-breaking spear. Referee gets into position for a cover as Bron Breaker defeats Sami Zayn as referee counts 3, and he'll be going to Money in the Bank as he wins his qualifying match. And next week on Monday Night Raw, we see Dragon Lee calling up Seth Rollins for a knee, but Rollins move out of the way and get him with a pedigree. No, Lee counters with a Hurricane Rana. This is for an opportunity to compete at the Money in the Bank 2025 Premium Live event. Dragon Lee's fired up right now. Is he gonna pull off an upset and defeat Seth Rollins, making it to his first Money in the Bank ladder match? He gets Rollins up with a powerbomb and then takes him out with a knee. Dragon Lee then backs up to the corner, ready to go for Operation Dragon. No, Rollins catches him. He scouted him perfectly with a power slam and then takes him out with a stomp. And then Rollins covers Dragon Lee, and then the referee counts to 3 as Seth Rollins is going to Money in the Bank, just like Bron Breaker. And we see a surprise return from CM Punk, in which he's in the ring and has something to say. Money in the Bank is just 2 weeks away, and John Cena hasn't made an appearance since he defeated Randy Orton at Backlash. Money in the Bank is one of the most anticipating shows of the year, and we have no John Cena on there. I want Cena in this ring next week in a face-to-face because I want him at Money in the Bank and rewrite history by winning the WWE Championship and then walking out through the crowd like it did over a decade ago and blowing a kiss for good measure. I don't look fit at all, but I'm going to fight through it for the sake of nostalgia. John, I expect you to be here next week. Don't let me and the people down. And John Cena does appear next week on Friday Night SmackDown as he's ready to go face to face with CM Punk. It's all about nostalgia. All about nostalgia, right, Punk? At Money in the Bank 2011, you faked walking out of this company just to come back the night after. Funny enough, 2.5 years later, you actually walk out of this company while I stayed working my ass off for these people just for them to boo me, say I can't wrestle, chant your name, and say I suck. They continue to chant your name, thinking you would return to WWE, but you don't. You return to another company. You leave just to get yet another contract, but not for WWE, but the same company. You get fired for a reason I'm not going to talk about, although they already leaked that reason. Then you finally come back to the WWE after 9 years of these people chanting your name. The funny thing is, you didn't return for these people, you returned for the money. John Cena is saying CM Punk returned for the money, but CM Punk has some reasons to back it up. First of all, I faced walking out of this company in 2011 because WWE was on slow at the time, and I had to do something to bring it back to its highs by faking a walkout. Second of all, I actually walked out of this company in 2014 because the company failing to provide anything to help with my injury, and we all know if you were ever injured, you would get treated immediately because the boss at the time loved you. Third of all, I returned to wrestling not to WWE because I didn't like the guy that was in control at the time, and I still don't to this day. I get fired for a reason that's leaked, and y'all can check it out for yourselves on social media. Finally, I returned to WWE because I've came on good terms with the person that's in control of his company today. Thank you, Triple H. Right. You didn't do it for the people that's been chanting your name ever since you walked out of this company for 9 years. You did it for the money. I'm going to walk out of this company at the end of my retirement tour with this WWE Championship and ruin wrestling. No, you won't. I challenge you to a match at Money in the Bank, John, and I will take the undisputed WWE Championship from you, even though I'm not 100%, and I will save wrestling. Challenge accepted. I'll see you at Money in the Bank and make an example out of you for the many more people that come after my title. John Cena and CM Punk are now brawling. What a segment, as he both says some very harsh words to each other, as CM Punk has John Cena locked up in an anaconda vice until John Cena was put to sleep. But John Cena was just awake just a little bit, and he was ready for his GTS to put him fully to sleep. And it connects. We're here at Money in the Bank as we kick things off with the Money in the Bank ladder match, as in the closing moments of the match, Seth Rollins and Bron Breaker are on the top of the ladder, where Bron Breaker will step off the top of the ladder as is best for business according to Seth Rollins, as Breaker would clear everybody on the outside of the ring, making it easier for Seth Rollins to grab their briefcase, taking out Carmelo Hayes, Penta, and then going to take out this wrestler named Aleister Black, but he couldn't, and Aleister Black catches him with a black mass as Bron Breaker was running towards him. And in the race, Seth Rollins is still trying to grab that Money in the Bank briefcase, but it's Jacob Fatu that climbs up the ladder on the other side and sends Seth Rollins with a strike, but Bronson Reed comes from out of nowhere, putting Jacob Fatu off the ladder and then taking him out with a sit-out axe driver. Bronson Reed would then go up to the top turnbuckle and then land a tsunami at Jacob Fatu. And then he would pick him up and then toss him to the outside of the ring of a powerbomb. He turns around and gets caught with a black mass by Aleister Black, then tosses the ladder down and Seth Rollins is hanging up above the ring with the Money in the Bank briefcase. He drops down but gets caught with black mass midair. Then Aleister Black grabs the ladder. Is he gonna climb up the ladder and win the briefcase? No, he puts the ladder down because he needs to get revenge for what Rollins did to him years ago, as he takes him to the outside of the ring and is ready to scrape his eyes on this staircase. But no, Bron Breaker from out of nowhere, and he takes Aleister Black out with a spear, preventing Black from taking Rollins out on the steel steps. And then he allows Seth Rollins to grab the briefcase as Bron Breaker celebrates it. And this is all best for business according to Seth freaking Rollins. In the closing moments of the main event of the evening, CM Punk goes for GTS to John Cena, but John Cena counters it and is going for an attitude adjustment into CM Punk, and both men are down. Seth Rollins is here, the winner of the Money in the Bank ladder match earlier tonight. Is he ready to cash in the briefcase? But no, that's not the reason. He's only distracting the referee, because in the ring, Big Bronson Reed takes out CM Punk with a tsunami. Referee is back in the ring. Cena covers CM Punk, and Cena picks up the victory, retaining the undisputed WWE Championship. Was this the plan all along? On the Raw after Money in the Bank, we see Seth Rollins, Bron Breaker, and Bronson Reed making Jimmy Uso's life a living hell, as they are doing this to get the attention of the WWE World Heavyweight Champion Jey Uso, as Seth Rollins is the Money in the Bank holder, and he takes out Jimmy Uso with a stomp in the ring. Sami Zayn is here. He's ready to avenge Jimmy Uso, but no. Bronson Reed meets him on this ramp and takes him out with a headbutt as he's sending him to the LED over and over again, crashing the LED. He then sends Sami Zayn into the ring as Seth Rollins and Bron Breaker exit the ring, leaving the ring to Bronson Reed, as Bronson Reed is ready to create a massacre. He's gonna send Jimmy Uso to the outside of the ring because he's gonna start with Sami Zayn, taking him out with consecutive tsunamis. He sends Sami Zayn out of the ring and turns his attention to Jimmy Uso. He takes him out of a senton and then is ready to go for a tsunami. Jey Uso's theme song hits. Bronson Reed gets off the top rope and sends Jimmy Uso to the outside of the ring, leaving some space for a brawl of him and Jey Uso. Uso gets into the ring, Reed goes for a strike, but Jey Uso catches it. He launches off of the rope and takes him out with a spear. And then Uso proceeds to take out Seth Rollins with a suicide dive the outside of the ring and takes out Bron Breaker with a spear. He picks up Jimmy Uso, saving Jimmy Uso, but he was just a bit too late to save Sami Zayn, as Sami Zayn possibly taken out with an injury. And next week on Monday Raw, we see Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso in the ring. Me and Jay are going to challenge 2 of the 3 Rip-Off Evolution members in a 2-on-2 tag team match at Saturday Night main event. We're going to avenge our brother, our OG Bloodline member, our blood. 7 letters, 2 names. Sami Uso. We're here at Saturday Night main event where Bron Breaker would take out Jey Uso with a spear on the outside of the ring, and in the ring, Bronson Reed would take Jimmy Uso out with a hip attack in the corner, and then a tsunami as Bronson Reed and Bron Breaker would pick up the victory against the Usos. And Bronson Reed is ready to go for a tsunami into Jimmy Uso. Sami Zayn is here. He's back. Takes out Bron Breaker with an Olympic kick on the outside of the ring, saving Jey Uso from potentially getting taken out. Gets into the ring, and then he stops. He's gonna let Bronson Reed hit a tsunami at Jimmy Uso. No, Uso moves out of harm's way, and then Zayn takes out Bronson Reed for a haluva kick as well. Then Sami Zayn goes to the outside of the ring to take Paul Heyman into the ring. And now Paul Heyman has nowhere to go as he's cornered in a dead end with Jimmy Uso, Jey Uso, and Sami Zayn around him. And Sami Zayn will go for a haluva kick into Paul Heyman. But no, he takes out Jimmy Uso instead. Why, Sami? Why? Did he just align himself with Evolution 2.0? It seems as if that's the reason, as Paul Heyman's ready to take him out, but no, Jey Uso takes him out with a spear. And Zayn takes out Jey Uso with an haluva kick. Seth Rollins, the winner of the Money in the Bank ladder match earlier tonight, is here. Is he cashing in his briefcase? He's running down. Oh, but Sami Zayn takes Seth Rollins out as well. Sami Zayn did not align himself with Evolution 2.0. It seems like he's all alone. He's gonna be all by himself. And we're here on the Raw after Saturday Night main event where CM Punk is in the ring and he wants answers. John Cena, I want answers for what happened at Money in the Bank. I can't just let that slide because that's confusing to me and everybody else. I want answers. John Cena is here, and he's face to face with CM Punk yet again. The Rock created this new faction everybody's calling Evolution 2.0 to help me beat every single opponent that wants to challenge me for this championship in order for me to ruin wrestling and bring this championship with me when I retire, making me the last true champion. That's what happens when you sell your soul to The Rock. Sucks that Cody didn't sell his soul, because if he did, he would be here, still champion, retaining week in and week out. I told you the reason for this faction helping me beat you at Money in the Bank. Now I'm going to leave the shitty Ewing Center arena full of John Cena haters. Cena exits the ring. This is all a plan as Bron Breaker takes CM Punk out with a rib-breaking spear, and then Bron Breaker follows it up with a tsunami into the ribs of CM Punk. And then Seth Rollins is coming out for his turn on CM Punk. Roman Reigns is back, and he slowly but surely walks past Cena as he shares eyes with him. And he walks down the ramp where Bron Breaker will leave the ring and gets met with a Superman punch by Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns, the OTC, is fired up. He rolls in the ring, and then he counters Bron Breaker, launches off the ropes and takes him out with a rib-breaking spear, and then sends him to the outside of the ring. He has something to say to John Cena. John Cena, a match is confirmed between me and you at SummerSlam for the WWE Championship is official. Not coming from General Manager Adam Pearce or Nick Aldis, but from the CCO of WWE, Triple H, somebody that has more creative control than The Rock and wants none other than me, the OTC, to step in and save wrestling. And we see Seth Rollins, who's on the announcer table right now. He gets off of it, grabs his steel chair, and is ready to hit Roman Reigns in the back with it. But no, Reigns counters with an elbow, and then he launches off the rope and takes Rollins out with a spear as well. Roman Reigns is fired up and launches a consecutive amount of chair shots into Seth freaking Rollins. John Cena is lost for words as he leaves the arena in anger.
If you smell what The Rock is cooking.
The Rock is back, and he has an announcement to make. He has a lot of answers he needs to answer. Yes, I created Evolution 2.0 for John Cena. I ordered Paul Heyman to do what he did at WrestleMania. I ordered him to recruit members for this new faction you people are calling Evolution 2.0. I just answered a question for you. People asked for why Paul did what he did at WrestleMania. This is all best for business. Triple H clearly doesn't know what best for business means as he sets up a match several weeks before the upcoming SummerSlam with Roman Reigns, my blood, my cousin, my tribal chief, to save wrestling against John Cena, the guy that stole his soul to me. How in the world is best for business, Mr. CCO?
Time to play the game.
The game! Triple H is here, and he is ready to go face to face with The Rock. This is best for business, because I'm trying to save wrestling with the best wrestler on this stacked WWE roster, Roman Reigns. But you and John Cena are trying to ruin wrestling by making sure Cena carries his WWE Championship to the end of his retirement tour and retire that belt with him. I'm confident that Roman will defeat Cena at SummerSlam and save wrestling. Triple H, I want this to be Evolution 2.0 rules. Figure out a way to make this either Evolution 2.0 rules or just a regular, normal, boring ass match. The Rock, I will. Next week it will be Evolution 2.0 versus Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, and CM Punk. If the Usos and CM Punk win, it will be a normal one-on-one match at SummerSlam. The better wins. If Evolution 2.0 wins, it will be Evolution 2.0 rules. And don't forget, Rock, I created Evolution and you were trying to recreate it. Evolution 2.0 ends at SummerSlam because if Roman Reigns walks out champion at SummerSlam, Evolution 2.0 is no longer a faction. We'll see about that, Triple H.